Imagine stepping into a world where the quest for legitimacy isn't just a phrase, but an intricate dance of social cues and silent battles. Yes, you heard it right. For those born with silver spoons, the glitter isn't always gold. It's not about lavish parties or endless bank accounts. It's the yearning to carve out their own identity beyond family shadows. It seems paradoxical, doesn't it? Surrounded by affluence yet grappling with isolation. The halls of opulent homes echoing loneliness that resonates deeply among young adults in prominent families. These aren't just empty rooms, they're spaces filled with unspoken expectations and invisible barriers to genuine human connection. The journey is more than navigating through inherited corridors. It's about finding oneself amidst legacy's whispering pressures. Imagine being at a crossroads where every path is paved in gold, yet none feels genuinely yours. This tale isn't spun from fiction, but rooted in the reality of many who feel disconnected despite being constantly connected through social media. It's time to recognize that real connections come from meaningful interactions, not just likes and shares. Let's use technology as a tool to enhance our relationships rather than letting it replace them. Peek behind the grand gates and manicured lawns, and you'll find a hidden struggle. It's not just about being physically alone. For many in wealthy families, isolation cuts deeper, winding through emotional and psychological corridors they navigate daily. Digging into the heart of it, physical solitude is merely the tip of an iceberg. Beneath lies a cold expanse of emotional and psychological isolation that many affluent individuals face. And here's where things get really tricky. Sure, from the outside looking in, they seem to have it all. But let's take a closer look. They often grapple with expectations sky higher than their penthouses, expected to carry on legacies or achieve beyond what's been done before them. This weight doesn't just perch on their shoulders lightly, it burrows deep within them, creating feelings of disconnection from those around them who might not grasp the intensity of such pressures. And guess what? This isn't something they can simply chat over at family dinners or bring up during brunch with friends. The very nature of this beast makes it hard for others to understand unless they're walking in similar shoes, leading our young heroes further down paths lined with isolation booths meant only for one. Intriguingly enough, though, there are ways out, paths less traveled that offer glimpses into realms free from this invisible burden. Carrying a family name with weight can feel like you're shouldering the world. It's not just about keeping up appearances, it's the constant hum in your ear, whispering, "You need to be more." This isn't just any pressure, it's legacy-level heavy. Finding your footing amid these expectations without losing yourself? That's the real challenge. Let's talk strategy. Set boundaries. Yes, it's easier said than done, but crucial. Start small if you have to. No is a complete sentence. Find your passion, something that lights you up inside, outside of what's expected from you. Dive into it head first. Talk about it. Holding everything in, it's not going to help in the long run. Find someone neutral. A therapist or coach works wonders. Sure, navigating this labyrinth seems daunting at first glance, but think of it as carving out your path while still respecting your origins. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your journey away from feeling overwhelmed by legacy pressures be instantaneous. In essence, yes, carrying that last name comes with its set of trials and tribulations, but so does every great story worth telling. And yours has only begun. So, let's ensure it reads exactly how you want it to, not how others expect it. Let those expectations fuel your fire rather than extinguish your spark. Take control. Be bold. It starts today. Isolation in wealthy families isn't just about having fewer people to talk to. It's deeper and more complex. The rich often live in a bubble, right? But here's the kicker. That bubble can be pretty lonely. We're talking emotional disconnection so strong it feels like you're on an island made of cash. but no one truly gets you. Then there's psychological isolation, when the silence at those big dinner tables screams louder than words ever could. Familial legacies are like double-edged swords. Sure, they carve paths for success, but also deep grooves of isolation into one's psyche. Picture this. Every family gathering is less about catching up and more about measuring up. Diving into this might feel like we're about to get lost in some deep philosophical musings, so I'm asking you to hang in there with me. Existential isolation hits when individuals question their purpose beyond wealth accumulation or societal status. A feeling akin to shouting into a void, where echoes of more reverberate back unanswered. To wrap things up, whether it's social alienation from peers unable to grasp your reality or existential questions keeping you awake at night, the struggle is real for those atop economic pyramids. Riches may shield us against many adversities life throws our way. However, they offer little solace against the human need for genuine connection and understanding.